Going to church helps morally, spiritually, and even financially too.
She was born in Red Hills, Upper Clarendon, now known as St. Gregory. She had 11 siblings, and she's the last of 12. All of them are now dead, excepting her. And yes, she went to elementary school. She started out life as a domestic helper. Then she did commercial course privately on her own. So she was secretary to a land surveyor by the name of Willoughby. And then she left and found a basic school at the church. And from there, she got a job at the PC Bank, People's Cooperative Bank. That's where she retired as a secretary of the bank in Chapelton.
And what do you think would contribute to her being this healthy at her age?
She does not eat pork, nor chicken, nor anything from tin.
What are some of the things you growing up you can remember in terms of discipline, in terms of her lifestyle, as in was she somebody who grew you up in church?
As a child, she was very kind, not to me only, but to others. I give you an instance. One day we were coming from church, and she saw a dog, and the dog very meager, and she said, "Dog, I'm sorry for you. You must live with your granny." And she had that side. When I used to work, and then sometimes when I come home in the evenings, she would say to me, "I borrow a tin of sardine and I borrow a tin of milk." And she keep doing that because somebody is always coming to her for assistance. But those sardine and milk never return to my cupboard. But she was very kind, took care of me in every way a child would want a mother to help. She was very involved in church.
What church you attended?
Church of God in Jamaica. There's one at Longville Park. And she was choir member, Sunday school teacher, Sunday school superintendent for many years, because she did a course in that. She was on many boards of the church, locally here, and very involved in church work. I remember even as a Sunday school teacher, one instance she told me that they had some get-together by the church. And children, some didn't have shoes to wear and all of that. So she went behind the church and saw a little boy crying. So she asked him, why was he crying? He said that because he didn't have on any shoes, somebody tell him that he can't come in the crowd. And she took him by the hand, take him right to where they had the gathering. And she said, sit right there. And she went for food and give him. She's like that. And especially when it comes down to children, she just loves children.
Children of the past are more disciplined than the present.
You think children should still be made to attend church?
As far as I see and know, attending church is very necessary. Going to church helps morally, spiritually, and even financially too. There's a lot of good in going to church, in my opinion at least. I am so glad that my Father in heaven takes of his love in that bouquet
Has given
wonderful things in the Bible I see. He seeks to tell me that Jesus loves me. I am so glad that Jesus loves me. Jesus loves me. Jesus loves me. I'm so glad that Jesus loves me.
So you're telling us that she would have played the piano?
Organ.
The organ.
Organ then. Years ago. Years ago. She was organist for the Sunday school. And in those days, it's not like now you have technology. What happened? Every Saturday, she used to go by the church, clean the church after she cleaned that church. Sometimes she alone, but sometimes my children go with her. And she has a blackboard. She writes the Sunday school songs on it. And then on Sunday now, she would play the organ. She has a keyboard there now, but she can't play it again.
Was it like a mandatory for you to go to church?
Oh, yes.
And how did you feel at that time?
Oh, yes. Let me tell you what happened one Sunday. I was about maybe 8, 9. Something cut me on one of my big toes. And I had a nice, in those days I had Clarendon straw hat. Those days, those hats were expensive. So I thought I would be going to school, to church, on the Sunday. And she commanded me, have a bath, put on your clothes, you're going to church. I said, but I can't put on shoes. She said, tie it with white cloth, you're going to church. And I had to go to church barefooted with the white cloth and my big toe.
Tell me about some of the lessons you took from her and how many children you have and how that lesson that you took from her back into your own life.
Yes, because my children in this community, it was said that I kept them as if they are other runners under my arm. Because yes, I allow them to have friends, but they know the limit and they know the type of friends they ought to keep. And where duties are concerned, they know their duties on a weekend. Everybody is assigned to their duties. I didn't have any problem, you know. As much as I had 6 of them, no problem. This card was given to her from her 6 grandchildren. And I am in the middle of this picture. Her grandchildren loves her dearly.
Our 102nd birthday coming up. You want to give us a sneak peek of what you and your children, what you plan for it?
Right now, we have no plans in place. We had celebration on the 100th. We had celebration on the 90th. She also was recognized by the Governor General, recognizing her 100th birthday. And the Queen sent a card.
Looking back at everything, what is that one thing that you'd want to say to her now?
Thanking her for how she cared for me and how she brought me up in a very disciplined way. Because of her care and her love, I thank her because it helps me in my adult life and it helps me when I was growing my children.